What's up, it's Cinema Shogun here, and it has now been officially 1 month since Quinton Simon went missing, and forgive me, but I had to step away from the craziness for a few days, because this case has gotten so crazy, it's gotten out of hand, and I just needed to take a step back, take a breath of fresh air, and I wanted to enjoy my Halloween, and boy oh boy did I really enjoyed my Halloween this year. If you're not already, follow me on Instagram and Twitter. That way you're not left in the dark when I disappear off YouTube for a couple of days. But I had an awesome Halloween and I had an awesome little vacation. But even while I was on vacation, I was constantly looking for updates in this case. I was paying attention to all the drama, and boy oh boy, there was a lot of drama, but no real official updates in the search for Quinton were released until today. And I'm about to get into that official statement released by the Chatham County Police Department in just a moment. But first, make sure you hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and drop a like down below. It really helps the channel and it helps the video in the algorithm. Now, like I said, I was on vacation, but even while I was on vacation, I was literally at Halloween Horror Nights. I got Michael Myers popping out at me. I got killer clowns running around and stuff, and I'm still, every couple of hours, let me make sure, let's see if they found Quinton, just hoping, fingers crossed that I would just take out my phone and the announcement would be there that they found something or that an arrest was made, something. But of course, that didn't come. But there was still a fair share of craziness going on while I was gone. We got Billy Joe and Leilani out in the front yard. We got drama continuing amongst these protesters. We got the protesters fighting each other. And man, I got all the tea about that. I don't know if I really even want to make a video about that. But these protesters are turning on each other. There's promises being made that aren't being kept. And, there's just a lot of updates in the craziness surrounding the case, but no official updates as to what's going on in the investigation, except for this one. And I'm about to read it for you all right now. But like I said, I was just hoping he would be found. But let's go ahead and get into it. 4 weeks ago today, we received the call that would spark the largest search and most far-reaching investigation in the history of the Chatham County Police Department. It was the call that little Quinton Simon was missing. Today, the FBI and Chatham County Police Department searchers are continuing to work tirelessly in the landfill to recover Quinton's remains. After thousands of hours of investigating and gathering evidence, everything still points to Quinton being recovered in the landfill and his mother, Leilani Simon, as the primary suspect in his death and disappearance. We have spent 2 weeks digging through thousands of tons of garbage. We knew going into this landfill search, the odds of recovering Quinton's remains were low. Most landfill searches do not end in a recovery due to many factors, including the volume of trash to search and compression of the debris. However, we stay focused. The landfill search has been a task more grueling than anyone could imagine. And we would like to thank the dedicated CCPD, FBI, and GBI, and Chatham County Sheriff's Office personnel who have gone to that site day after day, determined to find Quinton and to find answers. We would also like to thank the many people, both here at home and around the world, who have offered support and encouragement during these last 4 weeks. We appreciate every word and act of kindness for our department and everyone who is working so hard on this case. A note about the photo: none of the material in the trays in this photo are human remains. That's because they attached a photo to this statement. Now, let me start by saying this. Shouts out to everyone who's out there helping to find Quinton. And by that, I mean the people who are at the landfill searching for Quinton. Not the people who are making a spectacle out of the case, but the people who are literally digging through pounds of garbage trying to find some sign of Quinton. There's no amount of words that I could use or express that would express how I feel or my gratitude towards people who do things like that. And I understand, while I cannot be in their shoes, I have some understanding of how gruesome that type of work can be. And I'm glad that I'm not in that situation. With that being said, I don't want to read too far into the statement, but then again, that's kind of my job, to bring you all the facts, to bring you all the news, and then to read into it and provide you all with my opinion. Now, my opinion and the facts, two different things. So the facts are, this is the statement that Chatham County has made. My opinion is that this statement comes off to me like there's a lack of confidence that they're actually going to find Quinton. Don't get me wrong, I understand that they're continuing the search. But this statement didn't read to me like a statement coming from someone that was confident that they were going to actually get the job done. This reads to me almost like they're going ahead and they're setting up, how can I put this? They're going ahead and putting the idea out there for the community that, hey, Quinton may never be found. And that we went into this knowing that Quinton may never be found. And that's a reality that I've tried to get across to people in my videos multiple times, that, you know, these landfill searches, they don't always produce a body. They don't always produce remains. They don't always produce evidence. In fact, I mean, I don't have numbers and statistics in front of me, but I believe more often than not, people and remains are not found in these landfill searches. So it's not like highly unlikely that they won't find Quinton. It's highly unlikely that they will find Quinton. And that doesn't mean that Quinton is somewhere else. Now, we will talk about that in a future video, because I have some thoughts about that. But as far as right now, from the information they just released, which isn't much, they're still adamant about Quinton being in that landfill. And they've doubled, tripled, quadrupled, mega double, quadrupled, just invent whatever word that you want. They've doubled down 1,000,000 times on Leilani being the suspect. Leilani being the person of interest in this situation. They aren't naming Danny. They aren't naming a babysitter. They ain't naming this person and that person and whoever the heck these other people are trying to point the fingers at. They are stuck on Leilani. Which would lead me to believe that they have a little more information than we do that makes them so confident that Leilani is the person who most likely did this. But this statement isn't reassuring to me at all. In fact, it's the other way around. And like I said, I feel like it's just setting us up for disappointment, like just going ahead and letting you know, hey, you're probably going to be disappointed about this. Now, anything could happen. I don't know how long they plan on staying out there searching for Quinton. They've been searching for 2 weeks. And then if they go a third week, and then a fourth week, in your honest opinion, how long do you think they would stay out here at this landfill? I don't see them 2 months from now still digging through this trash. So at some point, if Quinton is not found, what happens next? If we're sitting here 2 weeks from now, and we're still having this conversation, at what point do they stop searching the landfill? And if they do stop searching the landfill, do they still explore other avenues? Or do they just still stick with that theory, which is maybe more of a theory, you know, depending on what type of evidence they have, that Quinton is in the landfill? But yeah, like going over this statement, I read it one time before I even read it on air or on video. And it just kind of, it's kind of like it made my shoulders drop a little. I was hoping that I knew that we weren't getting the confirmation that they found Quinton in the statement, but I was hoping for more of a, like we're gonna get him, you know what I mean? But it's more like, we went into this knowing that we probably wouldn't find him, and oftentimes we don't find him, and it's gruesome, and it's been weeks, y'all. Like, I'm not, so, oh man, frustrating situation. And the longer it plays out, the more crazy things are going to get over at Leilani's house. I don't see that situation outside of that house ending anytime soon. The people out there are determined to be out there. And it's not just YouTubers. Yes, YouTubers are going down to Savannah, and then they're leaving out, and they're going down, and they're doing whatever. But there's also locals from Savannah that have basically anchored themselves in front of that house too. So, I mean, I think personally, it's going to end in violence. If you want me to be completely honest with you, I think it's going to end in violence, because if we don't get Quinton found and they don't arrest Leilani, these people are going to continue to be out there. And I don't think Billy Joe and her family are like the Laundries. I don't think they're like the people who these type of people are used to dealing with. And I think they will strike back. And we've already seen that. So they may snap at one point. Who knows? But I'll be paying attention, and I'll be letting you all know all of the updates. I have another video coming up later tonight. For now, let me know what you think down in the comments below. What did you think about this statement? Does it read like, oh, we're probably going to find Quinton soon? Or does it read kind of like they're already setting you up for like, hey, we're about to pull out. This is almost hopeless. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and I'll talk to you all in the next video.